Henry.
Okay.
Was that a dramatic pause there that you're going for? Trying to change things up?
I couldn't pick a name.
Okay,
Ryan. Yeah.
What's grinding your gears today?
That's a good question. I'm just moving, boxing everything up. It's not a good time. And I don't own that many things. Like I really don't.
You always own more than you think you own.
It's so stupid. I don't even want any of it. You want to Connect 4 game? You can have it.
I'm good. Yep, I'm good.
I might just burn it. I'm so frustrated.
The best is when you move like Allie and I have moved almost every year. This is one of the first years that we stayed in the same place. And the best is when you're moving and you're like, I haven't seen this thing since the last time I moved. Why did I move it? Like, I just wasted my time then. I'm not doing it again. Then you just throw it away.
Yeah. I mean, I just went through all my clothes. It's like there's stuff in there that I've never used before, or like old lacrosse shorts from high school. It's like I should have these to remember. But then it's like, no, so many concussions I don't remember anyway. Just get rid of all that stuff. I don't need it.
Yeah, yep. It is nice to like get rid of things. But I also have like a really big like sentimental attachment to t-shirts that like I have such a hard time getting rid of a t-shirt, especially if it like represents something that I like. Even if I don't even like the shirt anymore, I'm like, oh, but it's I loved that thing, and it's like I just can't get rid of it.
I hate it so much. I played a tournament in Seattle. Like it's like an all Montana team. And I've had these 2 t-shirts from the 2 years I went there. And they're all just in a terrible shape. And I was like, no, this is the time where just those are done now. Yep. I don't need those anymore.
Yep. Allie's always like, if you haven't worn this in the last 6 months, you should get rid of it. But I'm like, what do you mean? That's my St. Patrick's Day shirt. Like
exactly. Yeah, 6 months I'm not sure about.
I mean, maybe even a year, she'll say, but like, you never know when you need that thing.
I know. My problem is like with pants, like jeans, I'll just be like, I don't. It's time for new ones, and I'll just buy like 3 new pairs and be like, okay, new cycle. But then I don't throw away the old ones, and so now there's just like 50 pairs of jeans. I'm sure some of them are just fine. It's like, am I gonna put on all those pants? I'm more than willing just to throw all those pants away and just buy 3 pairs of pants.
Why don't you just pick your 3 favorites and throw the rest away?
I don't even know what my favorites are at this point. They all look so similar.
I mean, you just got to throw them on, do a little like catwalk for Lexi and let her decide.
Yeah, that's not what's going to happen. If anything, she can try them on, see if she wants any. I don't think she does.
I doubt it. Yeah. See, for me, it's good because like my jeans just like break eventually, and that's when I know it's time for new ones.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so nice. I might just go in there and rip all those jeans for fun.
Why don't you turn them into cut-off jorts?
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right. Fine. So there is almost nothing to bet on today. Like, the slate, I've never seen a slate this bad.
Every year, day after the All-Star game.
Yep. Is this when they're doing the ESPYs?
I have no idea.
Are you an ESPYs denier?
I have been driven to insanity by ESPN at this point. Where it's just like
Ooh.
I want to like ESPN so badly. Like there is maybe nobody in the world who would like more to be able to turn on ESPN at 7:30 in the morning and not turn it off until like 7:30, maybe flip over to like a movie or something like that, you know? But I would have a solid 12 hours of ESPN a day if there was just one thing worth watching there. So I'm not going to watch their award show. It's
Okay,
got to be dark.
fair enough. Also, I don't know if your mic is getting picked up. Just throwing that out there.
Looks as though I have been talking through my computer microphone while holding
Oh, wow.
face. Yeah, it's a real top 10 day here.
Put that one on Yaya, by the way.
Yeah, you're here. You should notice.
I feel like that's got to be in the top like five things to do.
You would think. I don't. Do you think he's watching right now?
Probably not.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
He would be here. If he,
you guys, I love that both of you guys like stalled a little bit so you would see if I would jump on or not.
Well, yeah, that's what we were waiting to do.
But I am here. We're all good to go. I'm making graphics because I'm super behind. So.
Well, that one was our fault. I'll take the blame for that one.
Yeah,
sure.
I was not focused on this until the last second. Did you see that tweet I sent in Slack?
No.
I feel bad just roasting. Let's see, he's class of 2025, so he graduates in 23, 4, 5, so 2.5 years.
Oh,
so he's like 16. But there's a kid. He calls himself a 5-star center. And congratulations to him because he received an offer from the University of USC.
The University of Southern California.
It's so good. It's so good. It's like it's one thing when all the recruits see CU and they call it Colorado University, and it's like, that's annoying.
Yep.
You should know better. But like, I get it. Mm-hmm. University of USC is that's legendary.
Holy shit, it's so good. It's so good.
University of USC. I want a University of USC shirt.
Oh my god.
Broncos need to draft this guy in 6 years.
It is tough to like pile on a high school kid because I would have said some shit like that too when I was in high school. Maybe.
I doubt it.
I don't think I would have done that bad, but also like I'll go back and see like my Facebook posts from when I was in high school, and I'm like, when did I learn spelling and grammar? Because at this point, I still hadn't picked it up.
That is weird. Because when would it have been after that?
I don't know.
You'd had like a decade of teachers frustrated that they couldn't teach you grammar, and then nobody tried after.
I just like woke up one day and like had matured and understood English.
Just like time to stop being so dumb. And you do like this kid just finished his freshman year of high school.
What does he think the U stands for?
I don't know. Like maybe he thinks just like USC is like it just doesn't mean anything.
Maybe he thinks it's like that's one word. USC.
Usk.
Yes.
Lincoln Riley
University of Usk, dude. The University of Usk. That's what he thinks it is.
I know he's probably going around class saying like, "Guys, I'm going to the University of Usk."
Gosh, poor guy.
Maybe he's talking about something else.
Is he getting owned in the comments?
I didn't have the heart to look.
It's all just USC fans, just saying like, "Yeah, you should come here."
Oh my god, that's. Nobody even brings it up.
Literally, no one has called it out.
How has nobody called him out for
You're
this?
the first person to notice this. You might be able to go viral.
I can't be flexing on 15-year-olds, can I?
Yeah.
Nobody is saying
end up
anything.
being a worse look for you.
I know.
One person said, "University of Southern California, big dog, come join the gang." So like they corrected him without necessarily correcting him.
Ugh.
Also, just a reminder to anyone who's like me and hates USC, they hate when people call them Southern Cal. So just try and get that in. And not even the fans. Like the university puts in their media guide, like, we do not like to be called Southern Cal. I'm like, okay, thank you for letting me know exactly what to call you.
I cannot believe he said that.
We're gonna move on for him just
That
because
just
I
saved
feel
my
bad.
day.
That was good. I got a good
I
laugh
don't
out
know
of that.
who else to tell. Like that's what happens when I put something in Hangouts. Like, oh, I got a show. It's like,
Yeah, there's certain things where it's like I need to tell several people about this, but I don't want it to be public.
exactly. I can't be the only one who sees this.
Yeah,
I just can't.
You got a lot of people have like group DMs on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of any of those.
Maybe we need to start one.
Yeah, maybe we should. It would still just be the same as our Slack though.
That's true. If anybody wants in, send an application.
You like group text. I have a couple of those, but like none of them are like-minded individuals enough to like send a one specific thing like this. Like maybe one or two people in one of those group chats would find this really funny. So yeah,
it's a tough one.
It's just you, me, the thousands and thousands of people watching this show, and
dozens of thousands,
and Lexi.
And I did. That was the other one I did tell Lexi.
Okay, let's jump into big threes. I'm going all golf tournament. You're going all futures. And it should be known. Oh gosh, you spelled his name wrong. It should be known that I've picked the last two winners of the last two tournaments. So some people have called this a heater, but both times I did it exactly this way. So I'm doing it this way again. Cameron Tringale, not Tringle. Cameron Tringale is going to finish in the top 10. This is like his kind of event. It's the 3M Twin Cities Invitational bullshit. Like Cameron Tringale thrives in events like that. Famously. And so I'm giving him out his top 10. Pick him if you wish. Just know that my last few top 10s have won when I picked one at the top of my big three. Then we're going with Sahith Theegala. Probably the dopest golfer on tour right now. I don't know if you just have like seen his on-course swag, but it is top notch. He's like out there in hoodies. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
No, that's not what you wear when you golf.
It is for him, and that's why it's dope. Like I'm jealous. I'm like, oh, how does that hood not bother you in your backswing?
It's a shame that he's not a better golfer. I guess that's not. It's a shame he doesn't have fans, because then when he got birdies, then everybody could do like the 3-pointer thing, or like say like, oh, you see what the Theegala did, you know?
Oh yeah, every time he makes a 3.
Exactly. It's just a shame that
he's getting there, dude, because he's the swaggiest golfer on tour right now.
We'll see. It's just that there's like 5 golfers who have more than like 6 fans.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler was up there for a while, and then he decided to suck forever.
Yeah, he never panned out. He was so close.
Yeah, he was like the old Cam Smith, but never got over. Like you're like, oh, Ricky in a major, like he's gonna do well. And then I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. And then finally, Tony Finau. I just love Tone. I love Big Tone. He's the favorite to win the tournament.
Wow.
I feel like top 10 is not a big ask. So at minus 140, I like it.
You see that A jump into Tringale?
Whoa!
Yeah, that was Yahir. He just slipped it in there.
That's crazy, dude.
That is crazy.
That was stealthy. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, there you go. Cameron Tringale, get the money while it's hot.
Do it. Yeah. Personally, I'm a little bit. I'm golfed out. There was a solid 10-ish, 8-ish hours a day minimum of golf last week, so I'm not tuned into golf this week. So that's why my big three.
Real quick, I played golf 3 days in a row this weekend.
Oh wow!
And I've always thought like my goal in life is to just be in a position where I play golf every day. And I always thought to myself like, is that sustainable? Like, can one play golf that much? And wow, playing 3 days in a row only fed the addiction even more.
You gotta get into a country club.
I know, like it's now been Monday, Tuesday. It's been 3 days since I played 3 days in a row, and I'm having like withdrawals. Like I'm refreshing tee time sheets all around town all day, just trying to see like, oh, is there some place that has a tee time open right as I get off work? Just trying to like yesterday I went to the driving range just for no reason. Just because I needed to just get a quick little hit.
Huh. Yeah, we got to pick out a country club. We're getting real close to having country club
status.
Yeah. Maybe DNVR needs to link up with a country club.
So I was thinking that. I actually had a dream one time that Spring Valley was where City Park is, and then we rebranded it to DNVR Country Club, and it was sick.
That would be a party. It would be so close to the bar.
I know.
It's walking distance.
Well, and we'd have another bar that was just our bar in the bar of the
double
place.
DNVR bar.
Yeah. Okay, now we can get to your big three.
Okay. So as I was saying, no interest in golf. I just went with some futures. Daniel Jones under 3650 passing yards. He's bad. Aaron Rodgers over 40, 50 and a half passing yards. That's a lock. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. Like we're gonna say Devontae Adams isn't there, so he's not gonna hit 4,000 like that. I should have put that one on top in hindsight. And then Justin Fields over 18 and a half passing touchdowns. Not because I think it's going to be a spectacular season for him, but that's just a low number. It may potentially the lowest of any starting quarterback. So those just seemed. I just went through all the quarterback props, and those are my favorites.
So Danny Dimes, are you envisioning him getting benched?
See, that's the thing is I don't think they have anybody they could bench him for. Like I would honestly, if there was somebody who you could be like, well, they do have Jacoby Brissett even.
Right. Let's see what their depth chart holds.
Yeah, that's is this how you expected this podcast to go?
Looking at the Giants depth chart.
Yeah. Oh, they actually have Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So now that's an option. Yeah,
what a bet.
We love this.
What did he go for last year?
Well, hopefully this doesn't.
They also have former CU legend, not actually, Davis Webb.
How did that work? He committed?
He committed to transfer and then pulled the rug out from under him last second, a week before camp or something.
Daniel Jones actually hit 3,000 yards as a rookie, 2,900 in 2020, then 2,400 last year, but he did miss some
Holy
games.
Shit.
2,400
yards is so it just looks so lame when you see it on a stat sheet.
I know. In 11 games. So is that? That's 220 a game, 220 times. Oh shit.
Times 6.
Times, or if you're gonna add it, or just 17. So that was actually a 3,700 yard pace, which is just over.
Just over, but he's getting benched for Ty.
Or missing more games because all he can do is run.
Yeah, and he's always getting strip sacked, which you seem like might hurt his wrists or something.
Yeah. Seems like a guy would have a weak wrist.
Yeah, and you don't even dislike him in the way that me, Dre, Brandon, and Zach do for our experiences with him at the Senior Bowl.
What did he do to you?
He didn't do anything to us specifically. He just had one of the worst interviews I've ever heard in my life.
How?
Just everything he said was just so bad and so short, and he just showed no personality, and everyone was roasting him for it. And then the next day, his agent announced that he wouldn't be doing media anymore while at the Senior Bowl.
How does that happen?
The funniest thing is I've listened to this podcast a couple times to just find old takes about Senior Bowl players, and at one point in there, I'm like, if you're the New York Giants and you see that interview, you just got to be thinking this kid could never handle the pressure in New York.
Right? What? How? Yeah, it does not make sense. That is not a pick that made sense at the time, and even the things that have happened since then, I don't love.
Sometimes I think that GMs fall in love with players just out of laziness. They're like, oh, I'm just going to make it a bit that I love Daniel Jones, and then I won't have to watch any more film, and I can just draft him.
Yeah. When I mentioned on the Broncos podcast, I went back and watched DJ Jones. I was like, yeah, I guess when you watch him, he's really dope. Look, he's just blown by these guys. Yeah, the sack numbers are low, but he doesn't play on third downs. It's if you were just a lazy GM that looked at the numbers and were like, yeah, this guy, let's take a flyer on him. That does not work.
Right. Totally. Okay. What was your other one? Aaron Rodgers over
40-50.
Okay. So what do you have him down for?
I'm actually not sure, but more than that, I'm just going through. I guess it was a little closer than I gave him credit for. It was 41-15 last year, about 4,300 the year before that. Again, There's
How
going to be
worried are
guys putting up 4,000-yard seasons, and if there's going to be 8 of them, 10 of them, Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be in that group, you know?
so since 2016, every year besides the year that he was hurt, he has thrown for over 4,000 yards.
Yeah. I'm betting on Aaron Rodgers because that's just a smart thing to do.
Dude, how did he go a whole season only throwing 2 interceptions?
It's a good quarterback.
My God.
I mean, 4 last year, 5 before that, 4 before that. So it's like the 2 is obviously the best, but that's not like
It's not that big of a
way out of
difference,
line.
but it's also 50% as much.
That is true. We do love percentages here. Dre would have loved that.
That one's for you, Trey.
Going out
And
for
then
Dre.
your last pick was Justin Fields over 18.5. Is this a breakout year for him?
No, but I mean, it's that's just a really low number, and it's like he's a starting quarterback who won't get benched. I guess. I mean, it sucks they only threw 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions last year, but he only started 10 games. That's
Yikes.
more, but still, like those numbers will go up. Like,
So,
how are you that bad? You know, there's no way you're. If you start every game, I want that to stop.
Okay. Drew Lock. I mean, didn't Drew Lock start every game? No, he didn't. He was hurt that year, but he threw for 16 touchdowns and 19 interceptions, I believe. But that was the year that he missed 2 games.
I mean, even that, like you're right there.
Austin Novak clearly missed my big 3. No, we like Cameron Tringale. Not even Cameron Davis. Not even the best Cameron.
I don't even know who that is.
It's a hot Cam summer. Everyone knows that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there was Cameron, the other Cameron, who did really well at the Open. What's his name?
Cameron, go to the lift tour, please. Take your 90 mil.
No, not Cam Smith. The other Cam.
Oh, Cameron Young, the guy I bet on who wound up losing. Yeah.
Cam Young, yes, he played really well. Then Cameron Tringale is going to win this week. Maybe Cam Davis, gets 3rd place.
I'm all in on hot Cam Summer, but I'm still just not acknowledging that other guy. Ugh.
Dude, respect the sewer rat. I'm sorry, you just have to.
I can't do it. How does somebody whose nickname is the sewer rat win the Open? It's the Open.
First of all, I'm pretty sure that's just me and my friend's nickname for him.
Okay, it caught on.
I mean, he looks like a sewer rat. I don't know, like
Australians.
I love Aussies. Just a great brand of people.
There was one who was not.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I've met one who was not. But yeah, but again, like you remember that specifically because the rest are. Like James Stefano, the kicker at CU.
Oh, top person.
Best person. Oh my goodness. What did he say? Oh, it was his last season. So he was super old. At one point, he was the oldest player in college football. I think it might have been in his 30s when he finished at CU a couple years ago. But it was his last camp as a football player, and he and his wife had just had a daughter. And he was just saying, like, she's about the size of a football, so I have to be careful not to kick her. It was the funniest thing. Just this Australian kicker with his accent. Oh, hey, there's Daniel Jones.
Oh,
there's our guy.
That's such a good line, dude.
It's so good. Yeah, it's about the size of a football. Have to be careful not to kick her.
Oh my god. What is it like? Every person I've ever met from Australia was so chill.
I mean, it's so easy to laugh at their jokes because it just comes out right in that accent. And so they get the confidence, just keep firing away. Not
so true.
Too much time thinking about it.
Like I was at that golf tournament this weekend. There was a Scottish guy there too, and like he was just so much funnier. Also, I was in like a Scottish mood, or obviously,
who wasn't
exactly. So I was just like, man, please keep talking. Like I just want to keep hearing you say things because it sounds awesome.
Yes, I did. I found the quote. He was 33, and he was a junior at CU his last season. She was the size of a football when she was born, so I had to be careful not to kick her. But she's awesome and growing every day.
Oh my god,
that phase is over.
Fantastic. Nate Tomlinson
away from the rugby players.
Was a basketball player who also became a coach for the Buffs. Who was an Aussie. He was like a fiery Aussie. A little different. Okay.
Sunday.
Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can bet on Aussies and Scots and Americans alike.
America.
In golf, darts, Olympic Games, all sorts of different things. And you can
The
get it
Olympics?
out. Yes, not right now, just
Oh.
at different times in life.
Well, yeah, eventually you can, I guess. Yeah.
Right now they're giving you a risk-free bet up to $1,000. That's right. If you bet up to $1,000 on your first bet, you can get it back if you fuck up.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you bet on the Super Bowl?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to plug that too. You can bet on the Super Bowl there.
Why are you just naming things that are happening at any time?
There are a lot of sporting events that are way out in the future.
March Madness.
World Cup is this year. March Madness. Yeah.
The British Open.
Yeah, you can bet on the British Open. The 2026 Tokyo Games. No, the Los Angeles Games.
I want to find a place like that Rory McIlroy's dad found that would just like take action on anything that I predict to happen in the future.
I don't think that was a place. I think that was a guy in a almost said bar. No, that is a pub over there.
Yes. Oh, it was just like a bookie in a pub, or just a random guy.
I think a bookie. Maybe a random guy. But boys, it was like 10,000 to 1 that Rory would someday win the Open.
Win a major, I thought.
Oh, was it a major? Okay.
Yeah. I think it was.
I mean, how do you not?
You have to take that action. Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, like they were during the Open, they were showing like the video of Rory doing the same thing kind of that Tiger did. There's like the TV show, the late night show, and it's like, look, here's this 6-year-old, and look at the way he's able to chip this ball. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe there was something there.
I'll just announce this right now. Anyone who is listening to this that wants to bet me if their kid is going to win a major, I will take your action at 10,000 to 1.
Okay, I'll give you $10.
Minimum $100 bet.
Okay, that's an interesting way to take that. So you got to pay me $1 million if it happens.
Yep, I got you on $1 million. But otherwise, I'm just gonna spend your 100 on like some new golf balls. Oh, I never said what's annoying me today. So I really like the triple track technology on the Callaway golf balls with the 3 lines instead of just the 1.
Okay.
I don't like that they're red and blue. And you can't change that on like even on their website. You can't even customize them differently.
Oh no.
So then I went to like
I've never heard.
I went to like a Titleist website. I'm like, well, maybe I can recreate it with some of their options, but their lines are too short. So that's my gripe of the day. Anyways, DraftKings.
I'm done with the lines. I decided you get so locked into those lines. It's like I gotta go back to just my roots. Just like you find your line, you find a spot on the ground instead of just like you get locked in on these like those lines don't move much. Here's an example. Have you ever played a pool game on your phone?
No.
Okay, well, if you did, first of all, you'd have the time of your life. Second of all, there's like this little line that comes off the ball that like shows you where it's gonna go. So it's like, oh, if you hit this here, there it is. But the line's so short that you can't really use it. It's the same thing where it's like this short little line with a golf ball from 20 feet away. It's like you could be off by quite a bit if you don't get that thing perfect. And that's why I'm like, just use a dot on the ground.
That's exactly why I like the triple track, because it's longer. It goes around like half the ball.
Huh.
So you get a little more like space to work with.
But who wants a red and blue ball?
Not me.
Damn.
Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook, free bet up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at sign up. New customers only, minimum $5 deposit, eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-522-4700. All right. Do we have them of the day? Yeah.
There's 2 options. I'll show them both and see what you guys want to do.
Okay, all right. Let's do it. Option 1. Looking at NFL division futures with Hank. That sounds like it's going to take a long time.
Ooh.
We're already 30 minutes in. Or Wacky Weather Wednesday.
Oh, shit. That wasn't even a question. Wacky Weather Wednesday. Let's do it.
All right. Wacky Weather Wednesday. Wow. We got to get back into our roots here. Got to go to pools.
Mm-hmm.
Got to scroll. and it's actually called Wild Weather Wednesday. That's one of our best bits. We just changed the name just a little bit for no reason. All right, we're going rapid fire. By the way, should be noted, massive heat wave tearing through the United States right now.
Some would say it's been overstated.
Some would say that.
I would imagine. Somebody somewhere, probably.
Definitely, yeah. Highest temperature in Boston on Thursday. Over under 91.5. Boston seems so like grimy that you just feel like it would get like a little hotter there from the grime.
With the next one, don't give me the number. I'll give you the number, and then I'll have a bet.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Chicago, Illinois.
That can be a pretty warm place in the summer. 93.
Okay, 84.5 is the over-under, so we're taking the over.
We're going over.
Highest temperature in Denver on Thursday. That's where we live.
I've heard 91.
96.5. Guess we're going
under.
This is the worst idea ever.
This is
but we've never got a perfect score anyway, so what will be the highest temperature in Houston, Texas?
101.
Oh, it's 100.5.
Ooh.
Slightly under. Oh my God. What will be the highest temperature in Las Vegas, Nevada?
107.
Over under 110.5. Going under. Highest temperature in Miami, Florida.
It can't be hot everywhere. 93.
Ooh, 94.5. We're going under again. This is bad. We're taking all unders during a heat wave. St. Paul, Minnesota.
There's a golf tournament.
Yes.
How did they have one and we don't?
I don't know. Also, we're getting it back.
We are getting back. 87.
Oh no, another under. It was 90.5. New York City. Gotta remember how many. Gotta remember how many people there are. Brings up the temperature a little bit.
People are hot, especially those New Yorkers.
Yes.
They don't have anything on LA, but second place maybe. 93.
94.5. Another under.
Ooh.
And finally, San Diego, California, the place with the best weather in the world.
90.
72.5. We'll go over.
We will go over.
If you ever have to guess the temperature in San Diego, never stray too far from 75.
Good to know.
I don't know how they do. How is that possible? Every other place is in the 90s or hundreds. San Diego just chilling.
San Diego maybe overrated. Underwater soon though.
I'm going to say severely underrated. Take advantage of it while you can before it's underwater.
But rent.
Well, you don't have to live there. Just go spend as much time as you possibly can there. The first place I ever went to, and I've been to a couple more since, but first place I ever went to that I was like, I could live here other than Colorado.
Huh. Interesting. What else?
Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, I really like Chicago.
Huh. I guess I always think of it having like a smell. But I guess I'm probably mixing that up with humidity.
Yes, humidity does have a smell. It's not that humid there, at least in my experience.
Huh. And
I mean, it's a lot more humid than it is here, but not compared to like southern humidity. Yeah. And then it is windy and cold in the winter, which sucks.
Yeah, that's some bullshit for sure.
But no one really wants to go outside anyway in the winter. Like, I'm not going outside in the Denver winter.
There's days where it's 70 here.
There are, and I don't know if they have those there. But
no,
that's why
I'm not. That's why that is not a thing there.
That's why I'm not leaving. But okay. I am a fan of the place. Oh, if we forgot to, no, we didn't forget to do Miami. You took the over there, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, we missed a couple.
Wait, how?
I don't know. I messed up. Nashville?
See, they play guitars. They got barbecue. 93.
Oh gosh, you're so low on everything.
94.5. Wow.
It's a heat wave, Henry.
I don't know that it is. How do you know that? Where are you spending your time?
Literally, just look outside.
You've
just
been
like
so
water waves.
Recently.
You can see the heat waves.
It's cloudy. clouds will actually trap in that heat, though, won't it?
Some have said. Some have said.
Probably same people talking about the not heat wave.
Clearly, you're the person who was saying that the heat wave is overstated.
I guess. How is everywhere so hot? My goodness.
I don't know. But then apparently it's also really hot in the UK, and like those people are having a meltdown, no pun intended, on heat melting things.
I did see that tweet.
Yeah, like someone even commented on our podcast the other day, like it's so hot here.
They don't have the infrastructure for that. Like they're just not built for that. Like they don't like people in Montana didn't have air conditioning of like 20 years ago just because there's 2 days a year where you need it. It's like, well, we're not going to worry about that. I'd imagine the same is true up there too.
I just don't like is Montana that much cooler than like Steamboat? Because like when I go to Steamboat, it's hot as hell inside at night if you don't have air conditioning.
Yeah. I mean, like when we were up there, it was like 72, 73. It's a different world down here.
But like the heat gets trapped inside your house.
Yeah.
During the day. Because like our it was dropping down into like the 60s in Steamboat at night, but you got to have like a fan setup that's like blowing out all the warm air that just got trapped in your upstairs bedroom all day.
Yeah, there were nights where it was in the 40s up there.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, it's warmer now though. 87. These are all.
I wonder if it's because of the heat wave.
Oh shit! The rumored heat wave.
Yes, the alleged heat wave. Okay, this is really dumb. We should end this podcast.
I had fun.
I did too. Let's see you later.